Okay guys, welcome to another review. This time I'm going to be reviewing the NECA Godzilla 2001, otherwise known as Godzilla GMK. Now, I got this figure like a month ago or like 2 months ago, but I did do a review, but sadly it got demonetized and I got copyrights with the music and everything, so the video had to be removed. Therefore, I couldn't really do like my full-on review, and now that I have a better camera, I can do a better review with better quality, give you guys my thoughts, what I think about it now that I have it like for a few, like almost 2 months now. So right out the bat, when I got this figure, I thought it looked really good. It has a lot of details, even more than other figures, even though this wasn't the newest release. The newest release was I believe the NECA Shin Godzilla. Yeah, the NECA Shin Godzilla and the Atomic Blast. But even though this wasn't like the newest release, it is still packed with a lot of details, and I really do like this figure. I also noticed that he looks like super bulky. Like when I got him out of the box, he looked a lot bigger than other NECA figures, and you can definitely see that with his feet right here. They definitely do look a lot bigger, bulkier, fat. You know, he does have those fat thighs or thick thighs, if you guys want to call it that. And overall, he is packed with a lot of details on his teeth, his face, everything. Everything is well sculpted, I think. His tail does not look all that bad. It is really good. He has the bendy wire right here, which you have to attach. And this is the first ever special color version that NECA ever did. So this is like the second version of the normal version. The normal is in a more greenish type of color, and a lot of people did not like that color. This one is more traditional. It is actually more accurate to the film. It looks more black, charcoal gray, you know, and it has the blue translucent spikes. Now, something that I did notice over time is this. From the inside, they're actually not painted. You guys can see that they're actually like a baby blue translucent, and that's kind of interesting, like how they actually look. I never knew that until I looked closer. And yeah, it is done with a blue type of wash. You guys can see it has like a blue right here, and then it goes into like a dark blue purple type of color, and that is to give it a more light up atomic blast effect, because he does come with the first ever NECA atomic blast effect, and that is what NECA was trying to go for when he's shooting his fire, for him to look like he's actually lighting up. And I think they accomplished their work very good with the dorsal plates or his spikes. I think they look very detailed. It's done in a metallic pearl type of color with blue. It has so many colors. It's shiny, which is always good, and that's something that I do like about this figure. And they're not super hard. They're actually soft, and I think they could have done better right here with the paint job on his chest. The head does not look all that bad. It does have like a blue type of wash to it, which is good. Go. There you go, man. He's causing destruction already. Now, the only down part that I see about this figure is that when he's trying to look up, that's how he looks, and it just does not look natural. And I understand why a lot of people think that he looks hunched over. He doesn't look like he's standing up straight, and this is how you're going to be able to get him as straight as possible. This is like the only way I was only able to find, because if you do hunch him over, or if you do put him like how he's supposed to be standing, this is how you'll get him, which he does look hunched over, like if he's bending over, like a lot of people have said in their reviews, which is accurate. um, I don't think it's his legs. The problem is engineer, or the way his head was done. Not his head, the neck part. If this part would have been able to move a little bit back, like towards the back a little bit more, instead of moving like the head, obviously you'll get the head movement, right? But I think they should have included more movement in the head. That way he can pull back instead of pulling down. You know how you can get a little bit of movement on his neck right here. That should have been able to pull back. That way his neck is facing straight, and you'll be getting him in a better pose. But to do that, to get him looking more straight in a more natural way, you're gonna have to do this: move his feet or his thighs back, and that's it. That's how you'll get him to look more straight. He won't look all that hunched over anymore like before, but still, it's not like, it's not that bad, honestly. He doesn't look that bad from this angle, does he? He looks really good. He doesn't look like he's hunched over, but I understand NECA what they were going for, and in the movie he is kind of hunched over. In some parts he actually is hunched over, like NECA did him in this particular way. The paint job and everything, it's really good, except in the chest and all that. I think they could have used better paint. Now, for details, how accurate is he to the movie? I think he is 90% or 95% accurate. The only thing that is questionable or that NECA decided to do different is right here. So when you look at GMK from this angle, he seems to have like this type of like spikes coming out, which he never had in the film. But it's interesting, he doesn't look that bad. He actually looks more mean than the SH Monster Arts, which I think it is a good thing. I like his eyes. I think the way to pose him, I mean, from this angle, he looks really, really mean. He looks like he's about to kill you with those ghost eyes. But as soon as you put him in this position, I mean, he doesn't look all that bad, but to get him in a better position, I think the best position is looking straight forward, having him like that. If not, you can put him like this way. He also looks mean like that. He does not look bad at all. I mean, if you ask me, he looks pretty good, and I think this is one of the best NECA figures out there, along with the Godzilla 2014. So for his articulation, he has head movement right here, which he can go up and down. Not much articulation on his neck. It is limited. It is very tight. Now he does have articulation right here. If I can get him to move, mine's is super stiff, but you guys can see like they do kind of move. You can go forwards and back. I'm not going to twist his whole hand, but you get the idea that he can do that. Here's what I'm talking about. You guys can see it better right here. Hold on. You guys can see it better right here, how he does have movement on his nails or fingers, whatever you guys want to call it. It is there. He does have movement on his back, but I'm not going to move him all that much because I do know if you move him, he's going to end up getting loose like a lot of figures. And he has feet movement right here. Now, I believe you can, you can put him forwards and back. Leg articulation is right there. So you get the overall idea of his movement. It's pretty good. It's not all that bad. For his tail, it is kind of limited right here. It is a single piece. Right here, you get more movement. And then right here, on the third one, you get more movement. The final one is a bending wire, which you can bend if you want, of course. It is up to you. Now, like I told you, this is the first ever NECA figure to introduce an atomic blast effect, and this is his original atomic blast effect, which actually looks really, really good. It is done in a translucent blue with a white watch to look like if it's lighting up, which looks really, really good, guys. If you ask me, it really does look good. I really, really do like how NECA actually did this atomic blast effect, and I think they can actually catch up to SH Monster Arts. And you guys can see right here, he has the part where he attaches to Godzilla's mouth. Now, it won't fit to the original because this one, it's made specifically for him. Now, on the back right here, on his mouth, he actually has like a little hole where this one would attach. Not the original. The original Sally does not have that. So all you have to do, hold on, let me see if I'm putting this correctly. For some reason, there you go. So it does attach in the back, like right there. I had a hard time putting it right there on his mouth, but there you go. It looks beautiful if you ask me. It looks like a really, really good figure. The effect does not look bad at all. I think they did a really, really good, a really good job with this atomic blast and not having to use a stand like the SH Monster Arts. You know how SH Monster Arts, they always have to use a stand, and it's kind of annoying because, you know, it takes away the realism of him actually lighting up fire and all of that. And with this, he actually looks really cool, and I'm happy that NECA is able to find ways to use effects without any stands, as they did with the atomic blast of the Shin Godzilla version, which actually looks pretty cool if you ask me. I know it has a lot of problems, and I understand it is not perfect and all of that. Now, hold on, let me try to remove this. Now, this is my atomic blast version of it. Obviously, you guys know that I do breath effects and all of that. I decided to go with a more metallic type of shiny and white wash over it. The white isn't that noticeable in the camera, but you can see it in person. It is kind of here present. Now, let me see what you guys can see right here. Now, here is the difference. You guys can see the differences. Okay, so how big is this figure? I'll bring out some other figures so you guys can see like the differences on height and all of that. He's okay. I believe he's like 6 inches or 7 inches tall. You know, he's kind of tall. Now here he is right next to the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1954. So you guys can see how big he is. Now he does kind of tower over the NECA, over the SH Monster Arts. Now let me bring out my Shin Godzilla. Let's move him to the side. Now this is how tall he is actually to the NECA Shin Godzilla, and I mean they're kind of on par. You know, for some reason my SH Monster Arts, my NECA Shin Godzilla looks tilted. I'm not sure why that is, but they're almost like the same size and all that. Of course, the NECA Shin Godzilla does have a bigger tail and longer tail, but if he's looking down, I think they're still like the same. Well, kind of. The GMK is a little bit smaller in that way, but if you pull his head up, then they're on par. There you go. The problem with the head of the NECA. Okay, let's just forget about that. Let's just move him out of the way. Anyways, do I recommend this figure over the original? Yes, it is obvious that you should get this one over the original. It is better in every single way, not only in paint job, but articulation, and you get the first ever atomic blast with him, which is pretty neat. You know, it is neat, and that is awesome that NECA is actually doing blast effects and other effects, which they should definitely do in the future. And overall, I give this a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's a really good figure. It really is a good figure. You can't really go wrong with him, especially with the dorsal plates. It looks like he's actually lighting up, which I will show you guys right now how that actually looks. If you guys give me just a second to detach this from my camera. Alright guys, so you guys can see how he is translucent. In case some of you guys were wondering if he's translucent or not, he is translucent. There you guys go. I hope this actually helps you, and it looks beautiful. It really does look beautiful. It looks like he's actually lighting up with the effects and everything. And I think NECA did a fantastic job with this figure. Sadly, I cannot say that for the Atomic Blast version of the Shin Godzilla. I have heard a lot of bad reviews in terms of paint job, but the design is really good and all that. So yeah, really good figure, guys. If you guys do enjoy this review, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and turn on notification for future videos. I will be doing reviews again of all of my figures with better quality on the camera, which I do have, and I hope you guys are able to tell the difference in quality with the camera and everything. So thank you so much. I will be upgrading to more lights so I get better quality. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much. It's Ruby Gaming X. I'll catch you guys next.